How to approach your exam strategically, analyze your questions for you to maximize your mark as a student. Hi everyone, if you just see me for the first time, my name is Kennedy and this is Kennedy Web TV. On this channel, we'll talk about academic success, how you as a student can succeed from the beginning of your study until you finish. Back to the video. A lot of students always lose a whole lot of marks after writing their papers because most of them don't know the simple steps they need to follow in order to analyze the question carefully before answering it. But don't worry, in this video, I'm going to give you simple five simple steps that you need as a student before you start answering your exam questions. Step number one is reading the question carefully. First and most important, do not rush into answering your questions immediately you've gotten your answer script and your question paper. First of all, read the question carefully, read it bit by bit, and underline those keywords that you need. Underline those keywords, the most important words in the questions before you start answering. Underline keywords like compare, explain, evaluate, describe, those keywords that your teacher wants you to focus on. Underline it, understand the meaning, because understanding the question is as good as answering the question. Once you've understood the questions, you can sit, relax, and answer the question correctly. Example, let's talk about one of these keywords. Let's just assume that you have a question that says compare buying and selling. Compare buying and selling. When a question comes like that, compare, it's telling you to write the similarities and the differences that is between buying and selling. And as a student, most students, once they see compare, they keep, most of them will just start defining the word buying and selling over and over again in the name of writing the difference between buying and selling. But that is not it. When you question, before you start writing, read it carefully, understand the meaning of the keyword in the question before writing. Another example may say, critically analyze buying and selling. Another question may say, compare strategically the difference between buying and selling. You see, all these questions sound as if they are the same, but they are totally different. Question says, compare buying and selling. Another one says, compare strategically the difference between buying and selling. And another one says, critically analyze buying and selling. You see, all these questions are totally different. First of all, calm down. Underline the keyword. Understand the meaning of that keyword before you go into answering. Do not rush into answering the questions, because if you rush into answering the questions, at the end you discover that you've answered nothing because you did not follow the simple instruction. A question may say describe, another one will say evaluate. Underline the keyword, understand the meaning of that keyword, and you'll be able to score your full marks. Step number two, plan your answers. Use 30 to 60 seconds to plan your answers before you start answering them. If the question is a long question that you need to write a whole lot of things, like questions like some questions used to have 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. If it is a question like that, In each of the questions, go into the main point. Do not waste time. Once you've started answering, go into the main point, give examples, and write the conclusions and go to the next one. Plan your answers. Get a rough paper, stamp it as your rough paper, go into the exam hall with it. Though most schools they do share rough paper to the students, stamp it and mark it as the rough paper. Give it to the student, a plain sheet, nothing on it. You go into the exam hall with it because as a student, exam works like technology. Technology can fail you at any time. That is how exam works. So you need a rough paper. Those keywords you already have in your head, write them down. Do not picture any answer on your head. Do not picture it in your mind. Those keywords you have in your mind, just write them down. Go into the main point, give examples, and write the conclusion and go to the next questions so that you meet up with time. If you like this video, please subscribe, share it, subscribe, comment, like, so that it will help us to grow and others will benefit from it. Step number 3, time management. Time management is the key. The time you are given, the time that you're being given is the key in every exams. Always check how many questions you have and the total time you have. If you have 60 minutes and 6 questions, that makes there is 10 minutes per question. Do not waste time in any question that you don't know. Do not spend a lot of time in any question that you don't really know very well. Start with the ones that you know very well. Write that one very well. Score the full mark in that particular one that you know very well. Then go and spend the remaining time in the ones that you are sure that you don't really know very well. Do not spend a whole lot of time thinking, checking, planning to answer the ones that you are sure that you cannot be able to answer it very well. First of all, use the major time to answer the main questions. If you have 6 questions and you know 3 questions very well, answer those 3 questions very well. Then use the remaining time to go into those ones that you don't know, write something on them, and you will definitely score something from. But make sure that you've used the major time to answer the ones that you know very well so that you will score the full marks. Step number 4, the answer structure and presentation. You know, writing the exam is one thing, but presenting it structurally is another thing. So the way you structure the exam will help you score more marks. If you make it easier for someone marking it, it will be easy for the person to understand what you are trying to explain, and you get more mark. Do not scatter questions, scatter everything no. Structure it, present it in a way that while the person is marking it, you will understand exactly what you are trying to explain. If it is a long essay, quickly write your introductions, write the main point, give examples under your main point, and write conclusion. That is a good structure. Once you've written the introduction, quickly go into the main point, write your main point, under the main point, give examples, and finally write your conclusion. You've structured it very well. Do not scatter your questions. Do not confuse the person marking it. A lot of students who are writing international exams are always confusing the people marking it, because the system of education where they are and the one they are writing is quite different. So always present your question in a way that the person marking it will understand what you are trying to explain. Do not scatter the questions. Do not place the question how you like. You can use a block format. You can use a good structure, a good block structure to structure your questions. Even if most of the things you are writing are not, you are sure that is not 100% correct. But because you've structured it very well, the person marking it will say, okay, will say, yeah, it's true that your question is not 100% correct, but the structure of the question makes sense because you made it so easier for the person to understand your introduction, understand your main point, understand your examples, and understand your conclusion. And the person will award you even a more mark. You may even score more mark than someone that scattered the whole question, trying to answer everything, trying to bring different ideas in order to prove that what he's writing is correct. You don't need to fool your answer script before you score your full mark. No. Structure your question very well. Present it in a format that while marking it, the person don't need to look for anything. Once he want to mark the introduction, he will quickly see the introduction. Once he want to mark the main point, he will quickly see the main point. Once he or she want to mark the examples, he will quickly see the examples. Once he wants to, mark the conclusion is there. The recommendation is there. He don't need to struggle to find the main point. Some teachers, while marking your exam papers, once they look for your main points and they cannot find it, they will fail you. Even though the main point is there, but because you did not structure it very well, the teacher cannot be able to find it easily. And they have a lot of things doing. They can't spend the whole time marking only your own papers. So you need to structure your questions very well. You need to structure it very well. You need to, present it very well so that while marking it, it will be so easy for the teacher to understand what you are trying to explain, and you will get your mark. Step number 5, which is the final step, is reviewing your questions before submitting. Do not rush into submitting your papers when you've not reviewed it. After writing everything you know, sit down from beginning to end, read it. Read it carefully. Do not panic. Calm your spirit down. Do not approach any exam with fear. Do not go into exam hall with fear. If you go into exam hall with fear, you're going to have issues. Relax. Review your questions. Make sure that you've answered anything you can. Correct your mistakes. Correct wrong spelling. Structure it very well. Do not be afraid. Once you've studied very well, you've really studied hard, prepare for the exam, go into the exam hall, deposit what you already know, and you will pass your papers. Do not fear. Make sure that you review your questions before submitting. Read number 1 again, read the question back, read your answer. Go to number 2, read the question again, read your answer. Make sure that your answer is in line with the keyword that your teacher wants you to focus on. Do not be scared. Do not allow anxiety to carry you off the exam hall and land you where you will not like after receiving your result. Relax. While answering the questions, relax. Do not panic. Read the question over and over again. Review your answers after answering it. Make sure that you structured your questions, your answers very well. Set it in a block format that while marking it too busy for the person, manage your times, calculate how many hours you have for the papers and how many questions you have. Divide the time based on the questions and write comfortably, and at the end you score your full marks. So all these simple steps are what you need as a student for you to succeed in your exams. Do not go into exam hall with fear. Do not go into exam hall with anxiety. Make sure that you analyze, understand the keyword in your questions before answering it. Calm down, manage the time very well, answer it, and trust me, you will definitely score your full mark. Even if you did not score your full mark, you will pass your exams very well. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for others to benefit. Subscribe, comment, share it so that others will benefit, because I know this video will help a lot of students. Thank you and see you in my next video.